There you go.
Beautiful. Did you get that?
I did.
Happy now.
Yeah, I thought you might be.
That was annoying.
So hello and welcome back to Maff UK, and as you are more than aware now, we are out in the woods for the first time 2020. Dave is in his element. As you can hear in the background, he's sawing away like he loves to do. He's a proper firebug, so we'll have a good fire tonight. I have no doubts about that. My job in a minute will be going getting the kindling, making sure I get some really nice dry kindling. I'll take the camera along. You've seen me do it a few times before. But all we're doing, we're not shooting, we are literally coming away 2 nights in the hammocks. We could even move tomorrow, who knows? We'll see. We see how it takes us, but yeah, something to look forward to. Dave's been wanting to do this for some time now. It's been a couple of years nearly since Dave has actually come away in the hammock. But Dave hasn't brought his hammock. As you would have seen, he's brought his bed. He's gone a bit carpy camping, is what we could call it. Carpy camping. So that's what Dave's done. So he's going to be really nice and warm on that. He's got a really good setup over there. We'll show you around in a bit. But yeah, it's I quite like the fact that he's remembered to bring his little ground sheet that I gave him too, which is very important. So I'm really pleased he's brought that. But yes, here we are. Really looking forward to it. We've already had our first beer. This is a Brewdog Elvis juice. We're not going mental this weekend. We have got a few beers with us, but it's nothing, you know, we're not going mad or anything. But yeah, loads of timber, loads of fire, and loads of chit chat, and loads of bollocks. As for water, I've got my water filter with me. So any water that we're going to use over this weekend, we're going to source it from the stream itself. And that's it. We will join you later on for some chin wags and giggles. We've probably got an hour's worth of light left. I need to get my ass into gear and go get some kindling. Bear in mind the last 3 or 4 days, and actually over the entire Christmas period, it's been very, very wet. It's going to be difficult to find some kindling. It's going to take a little bit of skill just to get the fire going in the first place. But nevertheless, I'll go and find some now. I know there's some good spots back down that way, so I'm going to have a good look down there. So I will catch up with you shortly. As you can see here, there's been at some point some catastrophe. We've got some season's wood here, which is hanging in the tree, which has been really, really good. We've got this piece here. Now this type of timbers can be quite spongy. Yeah, it's not very. No, it's not seasons at all. That's too fresh. A bit like this. Yeah, that's too fresh. We'll definitely take this piece here. Definitely have that. We'll pick that up on the way back. Yeah, I was hoping this would be a little bit better here, but no, I'm afraid not. Well, see, search a bit further out. I can see something there which looks perfect. Now then, let's have a look at here. This looks like it's well and truly dead. It is, but there is a lot of moisture in there. A lot of moisture. It's to be expected, really. I will take some of it though on the way back. Definitely take some of that on the way back. There's a fallen tree just over there. Let's go and have a look, see what we can get out of that. There we go. What I might do here, this has come down some time ago. It's a dangerous area, you've got to be so careful here. This has come down some time ago, so what I might do is actually cut some of this off. I might cut a piece of this off here and split it. Yeah, I might take some of this and get the drier stuff which is on the inside there. I think that's what I'm going to do. If you look at that, that's nice and dry. So that's a good seasoned piece of timber that's been dead for quite some, at least a year, so maybe 2. So what we'll do, we'll cut that into shorter sections, and then I'll split them down, and that will get our kindling from that, because that's probably the best we're going to get for this stage. So that's what we'll do. We'll cut there, and then we've got plenty of kindling out of that. We've been out, we've cut some short logs. These are good dry season timber, and before I can mallet anything down or batten anything down, I need to create a mallet myself. Now it's very simple to do, but handle length, just cut a ring all the way around the timber like that, and then basically just cut it on the ends, creating your handle, and then you naturally have your mallet. Now you can spend a lot of time making these things and a lot of effort and spend a lot of energy doing it. You don't really need to. It's not a big thing. So you just need to get on with it, get the job done before Dave starts moaning at me even more.
Have you done that fire, Maff?
See?
We've had a KFC before I pick you up. Got the fennel on the sponge, one of these absorbent.
Definitely fennel.
That's your wood. Yes, you decided to look up the Urban Dictionary for a shit hammock. Do you know what a shit hammock is?
A shit hammock?
Yeah. And do you know what the definition is? This is my wife that sent me this. This is from the Urban Dictionary. I can't see, my glasses have steamed up. The act of pooing, but instead of plopping into a toilet, it gets cradled in your ass hair and just hangs like a bat in a cave. That's what a shit hammock is. That's my missus that sent me that, and Abby, I thought that was funny.
That is.
Yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. Look at Dave in a shit hammock.
Dave, I can see your shit hammock.
Can you? Swinging in the wind.
Can you indeed?
Go borrow my axe. A lot quicker. I'm joking. Look at that, you've got your own mic.
There's no point.
No, there isn't.
Because we need now to batten all the rest of the timber.
Batten the hatches. I better cut some wood while you carry on playing.
Yeah, well, you're not doing anything, are you? You're just fucking around over there.
Don't know why my hoodie's wet on the inside. Oh, because I'm sweating. Cutting wood.
You watch, first wallop and the whole thing was split.
I hope so. I hope you get it on camera.
So, if you find yourself in a position where your knife just isn't big enough to cut the mustard, you can use some of the shards that you've already cut off as wedges and hammer them in, and they will split the wood for you.
I use a spoon to cut the mustard. Teaspoon. Will that do for the back
Like
of the
that.
fire?
That's perfect.
Yeah. He's mitred. You bring your lighter?
You stupid boy.
Have you got your flint?
Got me flint and but I have, because I knew the conditions, I brought a couple of Vaseline soaked cotton balls.
Was that straight after your help?
Well, they were quite
You're
delicate.
going to rest them on the kindle?
They were quite delicate.
It was in a fire lit with a couple of plums. Vaseline.
We're running out of daylight, aren't we?
Well, I've had that an hour ago to do it with me. Too busy making splinters. Have you made that box of matches yet?
Couple of minutes in the old pocket there, see if I can dry them up a bit more. Lovely.
That's very nice. Shame to like it. So it bloody works. Yeah, now do what we can do with the fire. Bring no fat one. Preparation is everything.
Come on, baby. Light my fire. Well, we think we've got it.
You either got it or you haven't, Maff.
We're certainly trying. Very trying indeed.
I'm just grinding the wood out, there's not there.
We've got it, and there it is. Yeah, sorry about fighting and everything earlier. Yeah, pleased with that.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of wood, haven't I? While
Yeah, you've done. Yeah,
making matches.
while I was doing that. Yeah.
Without you, we wouldn't have got it going. And that's all the credit I'm going to give you this weekend.
There you go. That's all right, isn't it? I'm happy with that now. That'll go. We've got it. Well, we just got going, and then all of a sudden starts pouring down on us, which is a real shame. And it's coming right into me. I can't move back far enough. The wind's driving it right into me, so I'm going to have to keep moving back even more. But yeah, it's quite a heavy shower, this. What a shame. What a real shame.
I'm alright, mate.
You're alright underneath there, Dave, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, Dave,
What do you reckon to this rain, mate?
this rain's sort of put a bit of a dampener on things, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But never mind.
It's not every day you have to put a lid on a fire, is it?
No, we've had to put some hat on it just to stop the rain from dousing everything. The fire was getting really good, just getting up to cooking, and this rain's come again. Now they haven't forecast it, but we keep getting it. So that's the Lake District for you.
Yeah.
Hurrah!
Yeah.
What are you having for your dinner, Dave?
I'm going to have raw sausages. Salmonella. And,
I've actually got a choice. I've got either
Thai food.
tikka masala,
Cold.
or I've got dynamite chili.
Cold.
Cold, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I'll do.
What temperature is it? Not cold. It's not cold,
It's
is
not
it?
cold, it's just you can't sit round the fire and enjoy it, can we? Sort of, I don't know. Wish I brought my little gas burner now, could have done a bit of cooking.
I tell you what, I bet you're glad you brought your bosal, aren't you?
Yeah, that's coming useful.
That's really good bosal, that, isn't it? Because it cuts two different ways, Dave's bosal. It cuts like a normal bosal does. Well, when it would have done when it was sharp. But then because it's so rusty and thick, it cuts a little groove out of it as well. So it's like forming a rebate when you use that one. It's really good.
Oh, and it's blunt.
Oh yeah.
Blunt and rusty,
Yeah. If you needed something to ride to bare ass to London on, you could quite easily do it with that.
This is the worst trip I've ever had.
Yep.
I'd like to celebrate it with a Southern Comfort coffee.
Oh, that is rather nice, isn't it?
Do you know what? If you got rid of the coffee in the water, it'd be a nice drink, that.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
I think the coffee takes somewhat away from it. That is nice. Warms you up, doesn't it?
Oh, it does indeed. Ooh. It does indeed.
Right, the fire's boiling. I'm just going to tend my sausage.
Your sausage needs attention.
I think it's black at one end.
Oh dear, that's not good news, Dave.
Well,
Dave is doing sausage in the rain.
sausage in the rain. This is a really strange concept because I'm getting wetter the more I dry.
I spy with my little eyes something begins with that Regaris monkeus.
I mean, original.
Yeah, ridge monkey. Yeah. It's the Latin, you see.
Do you want to see my sausage?
No, I say, Dave. Have a look. Let's have a look at them.
It's black on one side.
Oh, I say, that looked rather
It matches.
Yeah. Coming on, Dave.
It's there. Cook over a gentle heat. 250 degrees is gentle. For best results, throw in bin. I'm just going to eat the bread. That is some serious heat now, that man.
That's a cracking fire, that now. That's a really good fire. It's just a shame this rain. If this rain just dies off, we'll be fine.
Dave?
Let's have a quick pan over to the fire. The rain appears to have been stopped.
The rain has actually stopped at last.
Yeah.
Now we've cooked and been out in it.
Yeah, now we've got wet.
Yeah.
What have we got there? Bombay mix.
No,
Please.
it's to share. Just like my drinks that I bring when we go fishing.
Yeah, I shared them.
To share, yeah. I get the bottle, you get the contents. You're going to have the bag. No, you can have some, because I'm not like you.
I don't know what it means.
If you know Maff, you'll know exactly what I mean.
Right. Quick look at the fire.
That's not going to go out soon, is it?
That's full of awesomeness, that. Right, the reason I'm having this little bit of a conversation now is purely and simply because of the gear that I'm in, the UK hammock stuff that I've had. UK hammocks no longer exists. And I was told this by, I can't remember the chap's name right now, but I'll put that name across here, up there somewhere.
Is it EU hammocks now?
No, there's just,
There's no hammocks?
there's DD Hammock, which is the stuff that you've got.
Yeah. Shit hammock. And if you look at the slang version of that, you'll know what we mean.
And then you've got, there was 10th Wonder hammocks, which this is a 10th Wonder tarp and a 10th Wonder hammock that I've got here. So he's very well priced, but you can't get this tarp anymore. He doesn't do that type anymore. He does just basic tarps, where this is a Sagasso. It folds up and turns into an A-frame type tent if you want it to. You know, for really bad weather.
You're talking double Dutch to me
Yeah,
with all these names.
so
It's like me with fishing.
yeah, me with
You don't
fishing.
understand the word I'm saying. But
No, I don't.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I'm in the boat, same boat as you now. It's all the stuff that you created.
We've got some outtake. I've got an outtake I'm going to show you on this video. rather than tell a story, there's an outtake of us, and we were talking about my granddad, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
And
it was all the time that you broke your bivvy.
Yeah.
You went outside for a wee and collapsed it.
Yeah. So anyway, watch this. It's funny.
Of beer. Of drink.
I loved it. I absolutely loved the stuff.
Alcohol
it reminds me of my
custard.
childhood because
I called it alcohol custard.
there was two things I could steal from my childhood. My dad's drink cabinet.
One was that shit.
One was Warnick's, and then there's because I actually loved it. For some reason, I could drink it, and my granddad used to drink whiskey. And my granddad would, God rest his soul, my granddad would actually take, would get us children to supply him more whiskey. So as Christmas went on and he was sat there, he because of he had no legs, literally lost them.
What, just round the house?
Yeah, he couldn't find them anywhere.
That's legless and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah, he was proper legless all the time. But because he had no legs, Gramps, you know I'm having fun.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. My granddad did not have any legs. Yeah, he did not. Yeah, he was legless. Literally all the time, he loved alcohol, and that's absolutely true.
You shouldn't laugh.
No, I know you shouldn't laugh, but it's true. It's true. My granddad was a sergeant major in the military, and he lost his legs for whatever reason. I don't know what the fuck it was.
There must have been a reason.
Yeah, well, there was a reason, but I don't know what the fuck it was.
He wasn't on manoeuvres, was he?
No, he wasn't on manoeuvres.
Where was he stationed? I mean, stationary.
Right where he was. He couldn't go anywhere else.
3 years in the war, and he never moved.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
We were laughing, weren't we? You'd probably been up like, wouldn't you? My face is burning.
They're proper dobbers, them, aren't they?
They're massive. The dirty ones, don't mind them. They're just ones that have got a bit of soil on them. I didn't want to waste any.
No.
I can't get any closer. It's burning me.
Can't get any toaster.
Yeah.
My last one set on fire.
Chin chin, old boy. A bit sickly, aren't they?
Yeah.
I couldn't eat more than the 12 I've just had.
Right, one more.
Yeah, well, this is my last one now. Have one of the dirty ones.
Dave,
Yeah?
I thought we said we weren't going to have a big fire tonight.
Well, these are only drying in the warmth for tomorrow.
Are you just drying them off, are you?
We're not going to burn them.
You're not?
No, they're too big.
Right, okay.
Once we've charred the moss, they'll be good for tomorrow.
Right, okay.
You can't get too close to it. That's the thing. The heat is phenomenal. Could make a brew on that, mate.
Talking of brew,
Do you want another?
should you have something else?
Do you fancy another cold can, or do you fancy a quaff? Or should we have a quaff later on when it's died down a bit?
Yeah, let's have a punk.
Oh yeah, I thought you said bitter.
Yeah,
Don't
it's the
drink
same
bitter.
thing, isn't it?
It's not.
Do you want Elvis or do you want
I'll have another Elvine.
Elvis run? Right, okay. Let's do that then.
Why does it always rain on me?
That always reminds me of bloody Bosnia, that song.
Because of all the rain?
Driving around Sarajevo in a brand new Nissan Terrano. Yeah. One of the guys who watches my channel, he said, I was watching such and such the other day, and he was on a haunted fishing lake.
Is there such a thing?
Well, yeah.
Well, we must go.
Well, that's what I said. We've got to go.
Haunted
We've
lake?
got to go to a haunted lake. We've got to go to a haunted lake.
I've never even heard of a haunted. What's it full of? Ghost carp? That was
such an obvious joke though, wasn't it?
I know.
It was like I said to my wife last week, I'm going to make a car out of spaghetti.
You what?
Yeah, I'm going to make a car out of spaghetti. So I made it. You should have seen her face when I drove past it.
What's next this year then? We've got quite a bit planned, haven't we?
April, all being well, and the company lets me go. France.
Yeah.
France again in October.
Yeah. Well, France definitely in October.
Back to
See
Commons
what happens
Lake.
with the work. Yeah.
Yeah, back to Commons Lake. That was a terrific lake, that wasn't it?
It's good for 3 people.
Yeah. We may have to go hot.
Oh, we'll have. I think we'll have the hot one at the end on the ashes. Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, we'll have another Elvis.
You want another Elvis, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Brewdog. Let's have some brewdog, eh?
Brewdog.
Let's have a couple of brewdogs. Come on, you wee bastard, yeah.
Vauxhall Cube.
Elvis juice. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Elvis juice. Well, thank you.
I know you're into your. Why have you got a washing line above your?
When I lie down,
It's for your.
that will tighten up,
Yeah.
and it will give you the perfect lay.
And you can hang your mosquito mesh if you were in the summer.
Yeah,
over it.
no, if you wanted to, but this one doesn't come with one. That'll
No.
just see how it tightens up now. Look, see, lean on that there.
Which will get us to midnight.
Well, the rule of thumb is, however thick the log is, that's the amount of hours it will burn.
So how many hours thick is that log?
So if it's 4 inches, that's a 6-inch log.
Yeah.
So that will burn for 6 hours.
Is that how they do it?
Mm-hmm. But you
Is that
don't.
like sex?
You don't.
I've got a massive 4-inch
Yeah,
penis.
but it's scaled down
I've
into
never
seconds.
had 4 hours of sex.
No, it's scaled down into seconds when it comes to
4 seconds. That's about right then.
But you wouldn't do it like that. You would have a. You put your logs in line.
Oh, you'd set it out differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look very random. They're a very Jenga fire, innit?
Well, yeah, that's called kayatok. It's an old Indian word.
Made that up.
Yeah, it's an Indian word.
For bollocks, yeah.
Yeah, for chaotic.
Yeah.
Dodo, Kyoto.
Kyoto.
It's Canadian as well.
I've got relatives
You know.
in Canada.
Canada.
Canadian dry,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I tell
I'd
you.
love to go to Canada, you know.
Oh God, I'd move to Canada tomorrow if I could work. If I could do the job that I do here.
Prostitute.
Yeah, hooker. I would. I would move tomorrow because of the weather, the snow, and oh God, I would love it. Love it.
Right, I'll be all straight.
I know one person now. I'd drive Wade mad. Wade would be oh God, he's here again.
Wade Wood?
Yeah, he's a bushcrafter in Canada. He does really, really well actually. His channel's just gone boom. It's really, really.
Yeah.
But he's one of those. He's methodical. He's particular, and he's
The opposite of you.
completely. Whereas I'm chaotic, or that Canadian word, chaotical. How are you this morning, Dave?
This morning being what time? Is this first light, Maff?
Well, this is first light for me and you because it is gone 10 o'clock.
Why did we wake up so late?
I don't know. Because we were really, really comfy.
Yeah, I slept like someone that really slept well.
Slept like somebody who was sleeping well, yeah.
I think the combination of smoking my eyes and crying all night
Yeah.
and comfort and cold.
This little area here has been a little hammock hang for me. And I used to go from that small tree over to that wider tree, but as you can see, there was potential for a lot of falls, so I had to abandon this one because it just seemed very, very dangerous, and it bleeding well is. This whole area is susceptible to the wind, and you got to be so careful where you bivvy up or camp or hammock in this woods, because strong winds can get you. You don't want one of these falling on your head. Oh no. It was a beautiful morning. Breakfast will be well on the go now. I'll filter that water into a bottle and we're good to go, and then it's gathering some firewood for the rest of the day, chilling out.
Ah, I know what you're doing. It's pretty damn obvious. You've just got your filtered water, haven't you? And now you're putting it in my bottle.
Yeah. Well, the filter's doing the trick now, so that's just...
That's you collect it in the bag, and now it's...
Yeah, the orange is the dirty bag, so you collect dirty water in that. You never put drinking water in there. And then the black is the filter, so that filters all the water completely. And that's it, that's how it works. It takes a bit of time, you've got to be a little bit patient, but if you want safe drinking water, this is how you do it. This, however, is the alternative way of doing it. So you hang your bag, use your tube and slowly fill your bottle that way. There we go. Not too bad a flow rate. So it's a knock bag. It's a microfilter, Sawyer microfilter, and the bottle can be any bottle. That just happens to be what it is, an Nalgene bottle. But there you go. So this devil here has been hung up for 2 years, and this is the tree that I made my cheese board that Dave burnt. But we're now in the final throes of hopefully getting rid of it. You know, to stop the blade from binding, we do an undercut. There is already a cut over the top, and we're nearly through. Well, I say we.
Might just need a nudge. Mind out of the way.
Oh! It was always going to hang up again.
We've done this twice, haven't we?
Yeah.
We got further and further.
Because it's hung up, well, the only thing we can do is pull the bottom now. We should be able to pull that bottom out.
We've made it more dangerous.
Yeah, at least now it's really dangerous. I should swing out like before, won't it? Did it get you?
No. But it's in a good cutting position.
That's better. Done a cracking job there, mate. And
we've got some wood for
we've got plenty of wood for tonight. Well, apart from picking up a few other bits and bobs, we just had a reshuffle of our setup. That's mine now. Dave's is looking a bit sexier. Let's have a look. Got a bit more headroom in there now, Dave.
Sorry, I can't see you.
Yeah, that's a yes then.
No, it's a lot better.
Yeah, so we just got a bit of camp tidy to do. That's another look at mine, called porch mode. Bit of camp tidy, job done. Oh, and Dave has been the most busiest of bees. Look at that. That is an amazing job. Dave, I thought we said that we weren't going to have a big fire throughout the day.
Oh, we haven't?
No,
We're saving that for later.
We're saving that to later. Right, okay, as long as I know.
And with your little fire has now lasted for its second day because it hasn't gone out technically, has it?
No. But still putting those sheets of tin over the top, that made the difference.
Well, it saved all.
Because it just kept all the embers underneath really hot.
Yeah.
So this morning it was just a question of finding some really dry timber and throwing it on.
We found some little bits, didn't we? But there's nothing dry here, is there?
Not when you've had, I'd say, a month of rain on it.
I might clean the pad with nature.
Careful, without any dramas.
Oh shit.
I think we better zoom into...
It's melted my pan. How long's that been in?
Let's have a look at your pan again. Hold your pan up. Yeah, perhaps your little fire
That's been well foxed.
might have been a little
Jeez.
too warm.
It's clean at that end now.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked that's
That was in
happened.
for...
I'm gobsmacked that's happened.
I told you it was a good cooking fire.
So you've put that in for 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, it's just coming up to 3 minutes.
Just coming up
now.
to 3.
It should be clean.
So look how clean it is. Yep. Well, you haven't got to worry about any bacteria, Dave.
There's a pan going on eBay. One careful lady.
Half price. Yeah. There's a lot of timber there, Dave.
Yeah. That's going to take a while, that last one.
Yeah. That's well into the night already, that. Still, keep us warm.
How small is this 6 foot square fire now?
Well, Dave, what do you reckon took fire?
Bloody cracking. 28 degrees in Coniston.
Yeah.
I can't get any closer than that.
No. I'm about 8 foot and that's as close as I can get with this camera.
It's ridiculous. What have we done different? Well, the logs are
Well, the
50
logs are
kilos
8
each.
inches thick.
Yeah.
That'll have something to do with it.
I'm sure it's that little bit of sheet metal you found. That's definitely that's the hottest fire we've had here. I don't remember being this far back, do you?
No. It's definitely the hottest fire. 100% I agree with that.
I'm going to have to take my skin off. I'm going to have to go
And then
skeletal.
Dave's abode.
There's nobody in.
So that's Dave's little nest for this evening.
It's been altered, you've altered it, haven't you? It's a lot better now.
Well, yeah, I just tied
Also,
the tarp up.
the
a
way
little,
I
that's
did
all.
it was just a very quick
Yeah,
mock-up, but
well,
you've done a better job there, Maff.
And then water bladder system.
You mean your IV?
IV, yeah, we're actually going to put some vodka in there in a minute.
Like your intravenous
And
drip.
just go straight into my veins with it, so that should keep me happy.
Someone of your illness shouldn't even be up a mountain.
Yeah. So there we are. Just see the last of the light in the distance.
We've got company tonight, we've got 2 sheep that seem to be hanging around.
Yeah, they'll be fucking eaten soon if they're not careful.
It's big January.
When you have fire, make sure you have Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire at a cinnamon near you now.
That's better.
Cheers, Maff.
Do you want some coke with that?
Yeah, just a splash. Good fire that, mate. Good fire.
I can't believe you're still trying to do marshmallows.
Done.
I am 8 foot from this fire and I'm melting just sat here. I keep checking my gear, my hammock and my tarp and everything just to make sure that it's in good condition and not too hot. If it is, I'll just fold it back. But this is without doubt the most biggest, largest and hottest fire that Dave and I have ever had. So whether you are a walker, a camper, a climber, or whatever it is you do to enjoy yourself on your time off, this is what Dave and I do. How are you getting on with that little nippy sweetie you had earlier?
Yeah, I mean, it's going down now.
It's going down there, yeah.
I don't know whether it's evaporating or I'm drinking it.
Nah, I think you're drinking it. I'm going to turn you around to the fire because the fire is just silly big. Silly big.
I don't think you've had a fire like this.
No.
Not since I've come along.
No, I've never, ever had a fire that big
I mean,
before.
there's surviving, and then there's, you can't cook.
This isn't surviving.
No, you can't cook on this, it's too hot.
No, that is just silly big.
Maff,
Yeah.
that's me done.
Wow. Well done, mate. Well done.
That's half a bottle of...
Yeah, you've just done half a bottle of Tennessee fire. Well done, mate.
I'm burning.
Well done. Well, I'm not surprised you're burning, really.
No, I mean, I'm really burning.
No, when I draw back, I'm not surprised you're burning because...
I need to move.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, it's January, and I am topless. That
What
is
have you done? You have proper kicked the ass out of that fire, haven't you?
Yeah.
Not much left of our fire, Dave.
No. Just a few embers.
Which is really well. Now I have to use my Trangia because we don't really want to start another fire.
No.
Because we'll be all day putting the bugger out.
Let's make cement.
What was the building, Dave?
A mud pie.
Just below freezing now.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I can't sit here all day enjoying myself.
No. Do you want any wipes? There's only a couple left.
No, thank you.
Nothing to wipe down.
No, just dribble. Well, let's show you a picture of the place as we leave it, because we always should remember, always leave a place as you found it, and the only thing that you should leave behind, if you have to, are your footprints. Let's have a look at the place now. Here you go, quick walk around. No mess. No nothing. As it should be. And pack mule Dave.
Not too bad. Bit heavier than your bag maybe, but
Yeah, I would say. As you can see through the trees and into the valley below, it's a different frosty story. Well, here we are at the roadside. I'll probably be disturbed by a few cars or cyclists as I finish this part of the video. Thanks very much for joining us. What was our first Hammock Hang in 2020. Dave needed to get a big fire going. He did exactly that. I needed to take my mind off the fact that I'm starting a new job tomorrow, so I'm feeling a little bit anxious, you know, to make sure that everything's all right for it. I don't know if you're aware or not, but I did lose my job a week before Christmas this year, and I've had to fight like hell to get another one, and I start tomorrow. So that was a bit of a kick in the nuts. However, I did get a good payoff. I took a sort of like voluntary redundancy. In the meantime, if you don't see me in the woods, you see me on the side of a lake blanking. If I'm not on a lake, I may be up a mountain. If I'm not up a mountain, I'll be in the woods. So wherever I end up, please come along and join me for Maff UK and my little adventures in 2020. Hopefully Dave will come along with me on a few of them, and if not, I'll be on my lonesome. But I'll see you in the next one, and thank you very much for joining me. I didn't realise it was that cold.
no.
It's not a bad playground, Dave, is it?
Not bad at all. Apart from the cyclists and the ice,
Yeah.
the walkers.
The walkers, yeah. And everyone else who gets in our way.
Yeah, there's a massive queue of cars behind me because
Yeah.
I can only drive 30 mile an hour.
Yeah, well, apart from that.
At a cinnamon. Cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
Cut! Cinnamon. What is it?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
It's a spice.